Hello and welcome back to the Checkpoint Reach podcast. This is a new series we're trying out. It's called the Occasional Movie Reviews. That's because we can't be bothered watching films every single week, so we thought we'd make it occasional. And I'm actually joined by friends of the show. Zander, how you doing, mate?
Oh, alright, how are you?
Nice clear handshake on camera. And Dan, how you doing?
I'm glad we went for the handshake.
Yeah.
That's great.
Needs must. Anyway, yeah, we just got back from watching Fighting With My Family, which is a film based on the WWE wrestler Paige. She's now retired, unfortunately, due to injury. And it's actually directed by Stephen Merchant and written by him as well, and produced by Dwayne Johnson. I don't even know in the titles what his name was. He made
He's Dwayne Johnson.
Is it just
Dwayne The Rock Johnson? I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It does not matter.
It's The Rock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's The Rock. So, what do you guys think of this film? It's quite a funny film, isn't it?
It's got a lot of British humour in it.
Yeah.
I think you don't have to be a wrestling fan to enjoy the film.
No, you definitely don't. You really don't.
No, not at all.
I mean, actually,
I'm not a
speaking,
massive wrestling fan, so...
I didn't even know who Paige was.
Not really, no.
You don't know, really, do you?
No.
So
no, it's just a movie star, I think.
Yeah.
I think
And obviously
I picked up on some references because obviously I was a big fan during her time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd say 90% of the people that watched that film tonight were just like
a lot
that.
of families, weren't they?
Yeah, there were a lot of families there.
It's quite a surprising turnout, really.
It was, but the actress as well who plays Paige in it is actually called Florence Pugh, and I thought she did a really good job.
She portrayed her very well.
Yeah.
Looks-wise as well, I think.
I think they nailed it actually. The way
The casting was perfect there.
it's kind of hard turning to Zander and saying they nailed it because you hadn't even seen Paige.
But
before
looking
this
back
film.
and seeing her on here...
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah.
I think the first time you saw her was at the end when the actual footage came
Yeah,
on.
it was. And they definitely nailed the style.
Yeah, I think the whole character came through.
Yeah, it felt very authentic to me. What moments stand out then for you? I'll start with Zander this one. What moments stand out for you in the film?
I don't know really. I think the whole film in general was a good film. It just I don't think there was any standout moment for me. It was just I just enjoyed the film as it was
all throughout. Well, you didn't really enjoy the start though, did you?
Well, yeah, the start I thought was a bit cheesy, but I suppose that's what you get with wrestling. Isn't it?
I liked it. I liked the way it transitioned from
I like
actual footage of WWE into the film for that first scene. You get to know the characters straight away.
Yeah, I like that. I like that they put the wrestling footage first, but I don't know. I just think the family bit at the start was a bit meh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it portrayed the family quite well.
They're an interesting family, though.
Yeah, they're very
so.
different to us. They're very different to us, and I mean, this film is actually it actually came to be because of a documentary that was wrestler. What was it called? My Family or something. It was actually called Fighting With My Family, but there was a title before it as well, which followed the family. So, The Rock apparently seen it one night when he was over in the UK and decided that he wanted to make a film about this because he thought it was interesting enough. And I think they did a really good job.
I think getting Stephen Merchant in really helped capture that British.
Oh, the British humour in this film is throughout. It's so British.
Yeah,
considering
the WWE's American, the humour's very.
It's very
British.
Stephen Merchant, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's definitely brought a humour side to it.
Yeah.
And
I was actually surprised a little bit. I wasn't sure if they were going to go because Paige. You would think a big chunk of people are going to watch it will be based in America. I know WWE's global, but they might
reach.
and they might not get the British humour.
No.
Whereas we laugh quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was quite surprised with how many times we laughed. I mean, it wasn't always because it was funny. It might have been because we thought a bit of a cheesy scene, but you know, it
certain moments landed though, didn't they?
yeah. There was definitely highlights in the film.
Any that stick out?
I mean, I think our personal favourite is going to be the end with the game commentary.
Oh, jeez, yeah. So,
I mean,
we all talk about that later when we get, because we'll go into the story a little bit in a sec. But I'm just trying to think. I mean, Nick Frost, who plays the dad in this film, I think he was the best character.
I think the moment that stood out for us most was the vampire part, wasn't it? In
NXT.
Yeah.
She's doing like a live event or something like that, or a house show, whatever they call them these days.
I think that stood out. most of us, didn't it?
What was it again? The guy heckled something.
Heckled the call.
He lost his boner.
Yeah, he
Lost his boner when the vampire came out.
That was it.
The vampire killed it.
I think that was when the most of us laughed in the cinema.
Yeah, that got a big response.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
And there was another part that stuck out that didn't land. I didn't think it was very funny. I think 99% of the cinema didn't, and then there was just one guy who was like, "Ha ha!" It's like the guy on Family Guy.
Yeah, because in the very far corner, wasn't he?
Yeah. But yeah, so
Which part was that?
I actually don't
I can't
remember.
remember
But me and you
what you
looked at
said,
each other,
but
didn't we?
yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
away, and we were like, "That was not
Yeah,
funny."
it wasn't as funny as he made.
I don't know if he was trying to be funny. Some people like
It
that.
couldn't have been because I can't remember it. So
No.
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
obviously
it wasn't
a
a
lasting
highlight
moment for you.
impression on me.
No.
So yeah, then moving on to the story, we have, well, it starts off basically with a montage from WWE throughout the years, doesn't it? A lot of Rock
Yeah.
is thrown in there, no
Yeah.
surprise there. him being
Obviously, yeah.
producer.
I think it's mainly The Rock, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like a
awful.
highlight reel for
Yeah,
the Rock
Rock.
at the end. Yeah,
just how good he is.
to feed his ego.
Yeah,
It's fine.
he is pretty good though, to be
Yeah.
fair. And then, yeah, so basically this montage is on and it zooms out and it's the brother watching the film. And Paige changes the channel to her favourite TV show, which is Charmed. And that's what kicks them two off to fight, really,
They
doesn't
start
it?
fighting in the living room, then,
Which,
don't they?
yeah, kind of foreshadows the rest of the film, really. They're going to come to, well, they're going to come to blows at one certain scene.
Well,
and
yeah, I mean,
they definitely clash.
Their bond is there throughout the film.
It is.
They have their moments when, like any brother and sister,
Yeah, sibling rivalry. It's always a thing, isn't it?
everyone has it,
And it's,
unless you don't have a
and
sibling.
it's definitely in this film. Maybe not from Paige's side, more from the brother's side. A lot of jealousy there.
Yeah.
Because as the story continues, the brother is running his own gym, running his own wrestling school
Yeah.
of sorts,
I think they're
teaching.
both sort of doing it.
Yeah,
together.
teaching kids,
Yeah.
aren't they? Local kids in the area. Seems like they're saving them from trouble, to be honest.
Yeah,
Because there's one kid they stops a drug deal happening.
a couple of times.
Yeah.
I think there's two stories going on. There's
Yeah.
the Paige journey that's in America, and then there's this guy who's just been left
Mm-hmm.
to, I don't know, get on with his
Fend
life in
himself,
Norwich
really.
and
Yeah.
try and start again.
After having his dreams crushed.
His dreams
basically.
taken by his sister, and then
Yeah.
he's
Stolen.
left with the bits at the
Pretty
end.
much.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, so basically as the story progresses, they've been ringing up WWE, haven't they, hoping to get a tryout or
Yeah.
some acknowledgement from them. And then it comes to a dinner scene that's been in the trailers with Stephen Merchant and his wife because what was her name?
It's when,
The brother's fiance or girlfriend,
girlfriend.
Carol, I think her name is. She's pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pregnant.
Yeah.
And they're trying to be on the family's trying to be on their best behaviour, which
Yeah.
isn't going too well because the woman says that wrestling's fake.
Which doesn't go down.
Doesn't go down
too
well with
well.
the family.
It does
It's
not.
a very British dinner table. You
Yeah,
know.
it
Stephen Merchant portrays a very British dad.
With a very strong
Very timid.
moustache.
Very timid with a
Strong
great,
moustache.
with a very strong
Yeah,
moustache.
you were
on
happy with
show.
the moustache
Yeah,
game,
I was,
weren't you?
yeah. After doing Movember, I think he put me a bit to shame, didn't he?
It did.
Yeah.
It was a strong moustache game. Anyway, they get a phone call and what's Vince Vaughn's character's name?
Hutch Morgan.
Hutch Morgan.
Hutch
Hugh.
Morgan.
Hutch
And,
Morgan.
Yeah, I mean, he's nicknamed Sex Tape.
Yes, which we'll get on to later in the review. His nickname is Sex Tape.
I think it's for a very good reason.
Yeah, well, there's a
I mean,
few
who
reasons it could be, but who knows?
It's all
I don't want to
hearsay.
speculate. But yeah, so Hutch Morgan informs them that they're doing a SmackDown show live at the O2 and they want him to come down for the tryout. And they go down and basically there's some funny interactions in there between Hutch and the candidates.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
the guy, he looks terrible. He looks like a creative character on the game. I was on the guy, you know, the one he picks on. He's got a singlet on and it's got like greed on him or
He said
something.
he built it in a salad bar or something.
Yeah.
And he's happy with it. And,
Yeah. But then,
Yeah. There's the
Yeah.
guy who
is he in like leopard?
he's,
he's wearing like a Russian outfit first,
Yeah.
isn't he? And then rips it off to reveal a
Strips
leopard
down to his
leotard.
Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go on to obviously Paige and the brother. What is the brother's name?
Zach.
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 Zodiac.
Zodiac.
Zodiac, yeah.
Yeah.
Zach
Zack
Zodiac.
Attack.
Zach Attack, of
That's
course.
his finishing move.
It is.
Zach
Paige
Attack.
Turner.
And yeah, basically they have an interaction with Hutch, and they say a funny couple of quips, and
So that's one of the standout funny bits when he says to the guy, wasn't it? With
Yeah.
the long hair, calls him a woman.
yeah, Oh, sorry, I shouldn't swear.
Sorry,
With women
miss.
in a room. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, miss. It's on the trailer as well.
That's
Which
the
is pretty
humour
good.
we talked about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And basically,
British.
then Hutch chooses only one from the whole group, and it's Paige.
Yeah.
He's very cutthroat throughout the way he does that, isn't
Yeah.
he? Like, I'm going to shake your hand and then you'll be off. And then he only shakes one hand. I mean,
Yeah.
how would you feel walking out just being the only guy?
I know. That's awkward. Whereas at the start of this, I gave you 2 handshakes. I was nice enough to give you both handshakes to introduce you to the show. I've never seen someone look at me like, what's going on? But anyway, yeah, Paige then chases him out, and she's obviously disappointed that her brother isn't going to accompany her to Florida to NXT. That all unravels, and
She threatens to
not go, but she does.
Yeah.
As we all know. And then, what happens after that? I mean, I'm trying to think. In between that, there's not much really, is there?
It's more or less her journey to America, and then her brother just losing it a little bit.
Yeah, and they've already got another brother who failed tryouts. Actually, he failed tryouts. Was his name Ron or? Oh, Roy. That was it.
You're always close.
I'm always close. I'm terrible with names. But anyway, yeah. Roy, he fails a tryout, and then he ends up getting into a bar fight or something from a tarmac at someone's head.
Yeah, it's pretty much a similar story to how he starts going, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And he's in prison at this point of the film. So then Paige goes away, and she's struggling to fit in instantly. Because she literally gets there and goes out, wherever a hotel is, goes out to the pool, and this like bikini model woman comes out of the pool, and obviously the contrast between Paige and this girl is there for all to see, and it's like a moment for her where like, oh, this place is very different. Yeah.
I think at that point she feels like the outsider, but as the story goes on, it's more probably she's made herself the outsider as well.
Yeah.
By not interacting with them and just
assuming
that
they're talking about her
for their looks and
Well, what does she say? She has a conversation with her dad on Skype, or the mum as well. What do they say? The women in WWE are usually
they're all
tit shakers and
tits and bums,
tits and arse shakers or something like that. And then Paige stupidly goes outside and repeats it to two of them.
And they're all
either
like cheerleaders, dancers, or models.
And they're like, I'm a model. I was a cheerleader.
So
and they're both dancers.
That divide is obvious.
Yeah. And then it becomes even more obvious that they're not used to the wrestling industry, I guess, because when they're training in NXT, so Paige delivers, basically gets elbowed. She gets kicked, then she gets elbowed twice, and then she slaps her, doesn't she?
She layers that hand upon that beautiful face.
And she called it a receipt. A beautiful face. Calls it a receipt. Hutch is not happy.
Does not go down though.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all.
Which, his he's a strong character, isn't he? So he doesn't.
I quite like him in this.
He doesn't stand for it.
I think he played the stereotypical hard-faced guy,
coach
who then I was benefiting you all along.
Yeah,
I was pushing you.
Turns out to be a good guy in the end.
Yeah,
had the best interests.
Yeah, exactly. And then basically, so she then obviously starts struggling to fit in. She's contemplating quitting. She ends up going... Well, actually, I should mention at this point, the brother has completely stopped training the kids, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They were waiting, he pulls up in the van, he drives off. There's a bit of a horrible scene where his baby's just crying on the floor and he's just staring at him with a can of Carling, British beer, and he ain't doing anything.
He doesn't care.
He does not care about
that.
At
that point, his life is just meaningless.
Yeah. He's very jealous at this point. He feels like
jealous took over.
Yeah, he can't go on.
He's pretty much just gone out on his own and forgotten everyone else.
Nice little reference from The Rock there.
Hey, that's a pun, well done.
He'll appreciate that.
Yeah, he will. If you are watching The Rock
or Dwayne Johnson,
that's it.
Meet your pun man.
Yeah.
But anyway, and he's basically following in the footsteps of Roy, it would seem.
Yeah.
And then Paige comes back home for Christmas.
Blonde hair.
Oh yeah, she
tried to fit in a bit more with the.
She does.
Blonde hair, gets a bit of a tan.
Yeah, fake tan, blonde hair.
I'm not sure what she was hoping.
She just wanted to try and fit in, didn't she?
Yeah. Very different from her original look.
Well, obviously, as you can see,
yeah.
Black
but
hair.
the thing is, I guess with wrestling as well, is it's better to stand out. So the way she was, I mean, obviously she learns that in the end, but
Yeah.
the way she was better for wrestling.
Yeah.
Because she was actual wrestler for starters.
Yeah.
She had the experience of wrestling, whereas the others didn't, and she looked different, whereas they all looked the same.
Yeah.
And it's at that point of the film that Hutch tells her basically that she's got no future.
Yeah.
Go home and don't come back.
Because she's complaining again, why didn't you take my brother? He then makes a remark about falling off a 30-foot cage.
Being a journeyman.
It makes you a journeyman because you're making the other people look better, where you're never going to get to the top or something. Which I thought was an odd remark, considering Mankind comes to my head straight away. Undertaker throwing him off the Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Mankind went on to win the title.
Yeah.
He reached the pinnacle. Whereas Hutch is like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mankind's in the Hall of Fame. Great wrestler. He had a great career.
As a journeyman, yeah, he's done well for himself there.
Yes.
I mean,
I think that's a bit of a silly remark, wasn't it?
Obviously there are a lot of journeymen in WWE.
To say that you're not going to make it from being a journeyman.
To single out that, jumping off a 34 cage.
But then he does go on to say that that's what happened to him, doesn't he?
Yeah, and it's his.
About his wife leaving him for the garbage man. All that sort of
Shouldn't
stuff.
laugh, I guess, but yeah,
Well,
the garbage man swoops in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean
doesn't
really what we're
turn
saying
his
there
balls.
is The Rock got his stardom because Hutch jumped off a 30.
That's what it ends,
is.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So thanks Hutch, I guess.
Yeah. Basically from there, what was it after that? I think you. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So she goes back home for Christmas.
She does.
The brother is.
Well, she says
He's off
first
the
of
rails.
all,
Well, he goes more off the rails when she says that she's
She says
quitting.
she's
Yeah,
quitting.
she says she doesn't know how to tell her mum and dad. Can you help me tell them?
Yeah.
Her mum and dad are basically making money off her success of being in WWE by
Yeah.
hosting an event with
Yeah.
running a sweatshop making merchandise.
yeah, merchandise, some horrible looking dolls of her.
Voodoo dolls.
Spelling Paige wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
P-A-G-E
P-
without the I.
Yeah.
Signed by her apparently. And then so they've basically promoted a show that she will wrestle her brother. She's meant to go over and win, but the brother decides to take it into his own hands and literally starts slamming her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, actually beats her up.
Yeah. And then just pins her and doesn't let her kick out.
Yeah, and what else can you say, really? I
Bit of a
mean,
dick move, really, isn't it?
He does turn into a dick in this film.
Yeah.
He does, though.
Massive.
but I suppose
He does admit it.
at this
yeah.
point he's reached rock bottom again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't really care, does he?
No.
No.
He doesn't. And then he basically...
Sees the light in the end, but...
Yeah. It's near. He only sees a light after what they have to... After that, they storm off into the back. Paige's like, what are you doing? He then just blurts out to the mum and dad that she wants to quit.
Yeah.
Which then obviously causes a problem with Paige and the mum and dad.
Mm.
He goes off. They get a phone call that he hasn't gone home. They go out looking for him. And he's in the bar, isn't he?
Yeah. Basically,
starts a
what his
fight.
brother did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts a fight. He handles himself very well.
Holds his own really well.
He's like it.
5 people, was
That scene seemed to turn into like James Bond.
And his use of props was very good.
it? Very good name
snooker
of the
ball,
snooker ball.
pool ball, whatever it was.
A snooker ball to the face and stomach.
Yeah.
Which
Very
would have
good
fit into any action scene. I was expecting Jason Statham to come through with The Rock.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good scene, but it wasn't really believable.
Mm.
I mean, how many bar fights do you see that would turn out like that?
And the fact that nothing came of it either. Like,
Yeah.
no one-
The dad
wasn't
pulls him
bothered.
out and they just think,
They've just been battered by this guy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're still standing though,
Yeah.
a couple of them. But apparently
But,
after taking a cue, you wouldn't be like, at least going after them to be
Yeah.
like, what the hell are you doing?
Just his
leave
dad,
it.
yeah. His dad apparently is the guy who stops him.
You don't mess with him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, he's been to prison.
he's been to
For
prison.
armed robbery.
He has a mohawk, so...
Robin Banks.
Robin Banks. There are actually quite funny few quips about that.
Yeah.
They celebrate Paige at one point when she's back home or gets signed on.
Get the champagne.
Yeah, and he whispers to one of
Yeah,
the kids, go around the
go
corner
and
and rob a
Yeah.
bottle of
Nick a
champagne.
bottle of champagne from the corner shop.
Which I'm guessing the kid does.
Yeah. Well,
And successfully.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't get arrested.
Yeah.
So
Well, we don't see him
Oh, we don't
again,
know.
And we don't see
No.
the champagne. So.
We never see him again, so
Well, that's speculation.
we could assume he does.
I assumed he got away with it.
Yeah.
Well, we'll never know, will we?
No. Yeah, so then basically they find him. Paige and the brother have a heart-to-heart moment. Well, it's not a heart-to-heart moment. It's more of her just telling him some own truths, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
She's blunt with him and honest.
straight to the point.
She hasn't done anything wrong, by the way.
No, not at all.
This is just pure jealousy.
It's,
Yeah.
it's the way he's saying she stole his dream, and it's like, and she turns around and says, it was my dream too, so it's not like she's done anything wrong, is it? So.
And to be fair, WWE selected her.
Yeah.
She didn't.
She could have done.
And she tried to get him
Yeah.
to go to WWE. I mean, she tried, didn't she?
Yeah,
She tried.
She held her
very
own
hard,
in the
yeah.
film anyway. For
She almost sacrificed herself twice for it.
she did. So it's one of those things that I don't know. He's just jealous. That is the best way to describe it. He's spiraling out of control. It feels like. So anyway, she decides to not quit after talking with her mum and dad. Actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mum and dad say we understand.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Sort of. Yeah.
It's almost like there's a scene where she's looking at herself in the mirror.
Yeah. What have I become with
There's
the blonde
a
hair?
picture of her as a young wrestler
Yeah,
with
it
black
sort of-
hair.
Yeah.
Focuses on her old self.
The made-up title that she's
Yeah.
got, it focuses in on different things.
Focuses
the Rock
in on
and
The Rock.
Steve Austin in the
Yeah.
background with their titles.
And then back to her with the belt, or the fake belt.
Yeah, the fake belt that
Yeah.
she'd made.
And then that was her turning point, I guess.
Yeah, that's when she decided. Like,
I mean-
I'm not giving up on this dream. She changes the look back to the original, as we know, Paige now, and she literally she storms back into the gym. She's like, "You didn't cut me.
And I
I didn't quit. There you go." And
I'm
he's
not going
like,
anywhere.
"All right,
But
well,
then
prove
walks
it."
back out.
And then he's like, "Prove it." So basically, they end up on the beach with a montage scene that they had earlier where she failed, didn't she?
Yeah.
And also
Failed the first one.
Hutch has this horn. If you're gonna quit, you squeeze the horn and the pain's over, whatever, however he words it.
Yeah.
But also you're giving up your
Yeah, you
chance.
give up your
Yeah.
dream.
So it's
And he's always there like that with his horn.
Yeah.
Every
just
2
squeeze it and
seconds.
it all goes away.
Yeah.
It's quite sexual.
It is. Yeah.
Actually, what do you squeeze for it to go away?
I don't think we should go down that road.
Boner?
You went there. You went there. Boner.
Anyway, no one squeezes the horn.
No.
Or the boner. Well, that's that.
No, well, that died, didn't it, with the vampire? So
Yeah, that did that.
Yeah, very true.
But yeah, so no one does that, and then basically the girls who have been giving her a hard time, or she thinks have been giving her a hard time, it's because she didn't really get to know them.
She didn't get to know them. She assumed they were just there for the looks.
Bitching about her.
Yeah, when they weren't.
And that's that. I suppose their
She
bond
leaves
started
a
there.
present for him, doesn't she? When
Yeah.
she finds out they've got a kid, leaves a present. And then,
Which rights all the wrongs.
pretty much, because after that, then we have this scene where another one of she's been training Paige and she's improved, hasn't she?
Mm.
And then one of the other girls is struggling they have to flip a tire 3 times.
Yeah.
And instead of, as she's just about to squeeze the horn and quit, Paige comes over and is like, "Don't you dare." And then all the other girls come, they rally around them, and they're all
Cheer
best
her
friends now.
Yeah.
I must admit that it's a bit quick, really. They don't flesh that out,
It's a
do
bit
they?
of a-
Yeah.
It's just like, "Oh, I don't like you. Oh, wait, you've got a kid. Oh,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to." I thought, "Oh, we're best
Yeah,
friends."
yeah.
Here's
I
an
mean-
old toy of mine.
That's probably the only downside of the film is I looked at my watch and it was about an hour and 10 minutes in and I thought, it feels like we're only halfway through it, so it means it's going to be a quick end.
I
Yeah,
think
it
the
is.
ending felt a bit
It's
rushed,
like
didn't
they
it?
have a really, not a slow build up, but they give a good story
Mm.
and then it's sort of just, it's fit into like a last quick 20 minutes where
Yeah.
everything comes together.
Yeah, you know what, though? Like, it just transitions really quickly, doesn't it? Because you have
Mm.
that montage, and then before you know it, it's like, you've been invited to WrestleMania. It's like, oh, that's amazing. They'll show a bit of WrestleMania. And then it's just like, follow me.
Yeah.
The Rock. Oh, you're debuting on Raw. And I know it happened in
Tomorrow.
real life that she debuted the next night.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't think The Rock was the one to tell her the news. I'm pretty sure that would
Especially
be
not
the
just
case.
after coming off,
Yeah,
out of
stage.
the ring.
Well, not stage, but ring. Yeah, he just came in from the ring. He's got his own
he's,
private.
he's zipping up his hoodie. It's like, oh,
He's just done his little speech, hasn't he?
Yeah.
To the
Yeah.
crowd.
There is a funny moment as well when he rings up and Nick Frost, the
which
dad,
is on
doesn't.
the trailer.
Yeah, which is on the train, doesn't believe it's The Rock.
Yeah, I think all the funny scenes,
A lot of them are
come to
on the
think about
trailers.
it, they're all on the trailer now, I think.
Yeah.
Apart from the boner incident.
Well,
Yeah.
understandable, I suppose.
Which,
Yeah.
yeah.
They didn't want to sell that sort of film. But to be fair, the story is pretty uplifting because this does lead into obviously her debut on the main roster. The family finding out that she's going to debut on the main roster, and then it shows her brother, and he's
he's turned his page, but back now, hasn't he? He's
Another
back
pun?
to. They just roll off the tongue.
They do.
What to say? Yeah, he's back to picking up his outcast in town.
Yeah.
I mean, we should probably give a special mention to the blind wrestler.
Blind, yeah, he trains a blind kid. I thought that was pretty cool, that story.
Very
I
impressive.
actually felt sorry for him when he was sitting on the swing wait because basically Van pulls up playing music he knows, and then they show a scene when the brothers quit this training and the kids just sat there on the swing.
Sat waiting on the swing.
He has no
for
clue.
nobody to come.
Yeah, and
He doesn't hear the music. He hears a van go past.
Yeah,
But there's no music, so...
No music.
Yeah,
His
I
head
felt
goes back
sorry
down.
for him in that point.
Yeah, but
I think
No,
was
I
it
mean-
you, Luke, that said... Luke? I don't think I ever called you Luke.
We have now to the world.
No, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think
There
it
we
was
are.
you that said the blind kid was based on a true story, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't me. It was.
Well,
it's
that's
actually at
it.
the end of the film.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
He
Oh.
turns he turns professional, so
Yeah.
Yeah, blind kid, so fair play.
you know, if you feel like giving up, there's a blind kid out there who's a professional wrestler now, so
It's quite inspiring to be
I guess, you know, if you've got a dream, chase it.
Yeah, you never know.
No.
Well, this is actually, yeah, like you mentioned just a minute ago, the brother decides to turn a page and go back to helping the kids. And basically, as he's going around to pick these kids up, they've fallen back into old traits of drugs and just doing damage.
I will say I was quite impressed with the extended hammer. To try
That
and
was
smash
quite
it
funny.
down.
That was good.
That's
I mean,
smart.
Very
Yeah.
smart.
I mean, they might just be off the streets, but you know, they're streetwise. And
Yeah,
smart.
they are very street
Yeah.
smart. But anyway, so trying to think really what happens after that. Well, might as well just go into the end bit. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it just sort of
Just
it happens so
doesn't it?
quickly.
Yeah.
We just assume that he gets his life together. The two brothers go for a run.
Oh, the brother.
Yeah.
What's this guy?
Roy.
What's this guy's name? Roy. Roy comes out of prison. He's very happy to come out of prison, obviously.
I mean, it's only Norwich, though.
Like, I've never been to Norwich.
I know, but it's not portrayed in a very good way on there. It's like
What's
apparently
it
all the
call it?
streets are rough in Norwich.
But you haven't been.
I haven't been, but I'm basing it on what you know.
They call it the mustard
I like
capital,
Norwich.
don't
The
they?
mustard
The mustard
capital of
capital of
Britain.
England.
Oh, I might not like you anymore. I don't like mustard.
There you go.
But-
see.
No, he comes out. They go for a run. Oh, what is it he says? To
He
the
basically says that she has something that
brother? He never had.
he never had, and then the brother's like, "Well, what's that?"
It's you.
It's you.
And then runs off into the
And runs off.
distance.
Yeah. We assume
End of
he's
conversation. I'm assuming that
never to be
they're
seen
home
again.
or-
We don't know if he ran away or.
He's had enough.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Don't
yeah.
he's scared of getting a smack, or I don't know.
Yeah. Then he runs off, and
And I mean,
the
it's
brother has that look on his face, like,
pride.
oh yeah,
Realization
Hey.
kicks in.
yeah, I need to be there for her.
I did this.
Yeah, I helped. So basically, then I'll jump ahead. I don't think I've missed much anyway, really. But she's in the locker room on Monday Night Raw, waiting for a
Yeah.
chance. But then she starts to have a mini panic attack. Like,
She has
I
a
can't
breakdown.
do this.
Yeah.
Hutch banging on the door.
Hutch, Paige, come on, Paige, come on. This is live TV, Paige.
What does she say?
That's a horrendous American
I mean, that's
accent.
Is he
terrible.
from Texas?
Yeah,
now let's over here. Yeah, she says, "Give me a minute or something." He's like,
Yeah.
"Well, live TV doesn't wait." Well, mine's not better, so I put on a better
Giving
Irish
me
one. With
grief, and this is just as bad. Well, we can't go undercover in America. can
No,
we?
apparently not.
Well, you think the brother sounds Irish?
I
She
think
doesn't.
He did a little bit.
He doesn't.
I think they might have overdid it with the Norwich accent. I mean, what is that, Yorkshire accent?
No.
Norwich accent.
Yeah,
East
but-
Anglia.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Anglia?
Angela.
Anglia?
Anglia.
Anglia.
Yeah, I think
Jesus.
East right angle.
Exactly. I thought Florence Pugh played. I remembered it. I thought Florence Pugh played her really well. I thought the accent was good.
honestly, yeah, the character was played really well. I just thought, I mean, I'm just nitpicking.
Oh,
I mean, there was
he's a nitpicker.
certain words where the accent was just
There's always one.
There's always.
I mean, she might actually be from that area. I don't know.
oh,
That might be-
Paige.
yeah.
Paige
No,
is-
not
Oh,
Paige.
the actress.
Florence.
Florence Pugh.
Come on. I'm talking about Miss Pugh now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know now.
I don't know much about her, to be fair, but she is very good in this. So yeah, she's having a mini breakdown, isn't she? And then her phone rings, and throughout the film
Almost
as well,
by chance that it just
Yeah.
happened to be
Yeah.
the
that.
brother.
I mean, whether that was
This is
true
the film.
or not.
It's
yeah.
done for film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
But should mention, just tracking back quickly, she's tried ringing her brother quite a few times, numerous times, and he just ignores her
blanks it
every time. So then he rings her, and he's there in the middle of the ring with his laptop on Skype.
As you would.
Can you FaceTime using a desktop?
I didn't think you could.
No,
on a laptop you can.
Can you?
Yeah.
The thing is, she doesn't have an Apple phone, does she? She has a Samsung.
That's true. It could be Skype.
Yeah, it'd probably be Skype.
There's me nitpicking for no reason, really. But
yeah, but I mean, it's a bit like. I mean, if I was profiling him, I'd be saying serial killer. He's sat in the middle of a dark ring, assuming that it's all closed. It's a warehouse.
Profiling from the policeman.
You know? But you know, anyone that sits in a dark warehouse in the middle of a ring on his laptop, he's up to
whatever time. What time's Monday Night Raw on?
Well, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. When they're watching WrestleMania, and we know because we've watched WrestleMania live together. When they were watching WrestleMania, and he got a phone call, the dad back in England did not think, who the hell is ringing me at like 2 in the morning?
Exactly.
He just like, who rings me during WrestleMania?
Yeah. not 2 in the morning.
Not 2 in the
during
morning.
WrestleMania.
And there's another scene when, again, the brother rings Hutch and is trying again and again. And it's nighttime where the brother is, and it's nighttime where Hutch is.
Yeah. And I don't know the time difference between Miami and...
Yeah, I thought it was like 8 hours.
Yeah. So I don't know there. I mean, obviously they've just...
Well, that's nitpicking.
That's Steve Merchant's fault, so I mean that's his British coming through, isn't it? He clearly doesn't know much
He didn't
about
take
wrestling.
the time difference into
the other thing I noticed was, going back to this Skype call that they were having, he seems to get home very quick in time for Monday Night Raw. Because he was talking to it in the locker room.
And then he watches it live.
And then he was watching it live.
Yeah,
so
that's a very good
as
point.
if
he was...
I guess though the time... Well, it depends how quickly you get called to TV over there.
I think it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's live TV, isn't it?
Maybe that gym's just around the corner from the house.
Could be.
Why did he drive there in a van then?
Yeah,
that's true, actually.
Surely it's part of the fitness
Oh
thing.
my god!
There's two... We're opening
Plot
the
holes
here.
Down this rabbit hole, aren't we?
Yeah.
Plot holes in a film that it doesn't really matter if there's that sort of plot holes, but we care.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's just...
I mean, as hardened WWE fans, we want it to be accurate, and you're just an outsider at this point. Because...
I think we're just trying to find flaws, aren't we?
Yeah, because we enjoyed the film, really. Yeah. But we'll look at... back to it, then. She's happy now. He's given her the confidence. They make a joke that was said throughout the film that I can't remember.
What was it? Dick me dead and bury me pregnant, was it?
Oh, God. Yeah, it's that.
It is that, yeah.
It's that. I was actually thinking of the other joke.
Yeah, that wasn't what we were thinking of.
Yeah, the one where... Hey, as you'll notice, a few things around me have changed. Obviously, the guys and my hat, not here anymore. Unfortunately, the camera we were using to record decided to die on us. The battery ran out, and we just assumed, oh well, we've lost that footage. Obviously, it's a little bit late over here, so the guys left. Later on, I decided to check, and there's the whole review bar the last 5 minutes. So great. So I decided to finish off the last 5 minutes about this film, Fine With My Family, and our review. I'll pick up where I left off, and that was to do with once the conversation with her brother in the locker room, and you know, it's galvanised her again. She's ready. They finally patched up their relationship, and he's made a joke about the joke in the film is that she's got wrestling in her blood, and he always, you know, remarks, yeah, hepatitis A, B, and C. So that's another joke that got a decent laugh in the crowd, and you know, I guess gave her just a nice feeling again that she's mended things with her brother, and you know, now it's time to go out there and win the Divas title. So you know, she goes out, Hutch is there waiting for her, and she's like, you know, what's took you so long? Let's do this. And then this is the only part of the film that me and the guys had a problem with, I guess, like I say a major problem. We don't really have that big of a problem with the whole film in general, to be honest, but one part that we all agreed with and stuck out. We felt at this point they could have used real footage from Paige, Paige's Divas title win against AJ Lee, but instead they decided not to. I don't know why that is. That could have been something to do with WWE rights, or maybe even AJ Lee's image rights or something. I don't know. Maybe they just decided not to use it in general. But anyway, they decided to use Selena Vegas to play AJ Lee, who does a great job, by the way. This is no you know, this isn't a negative on her or her performance. She did a great job, I thought, in the small role she had. But yeah, we just felt real life footage from that would have been better, especially to end the film. It kind of takes you out of the moment sometimes with how it's filmed in that final scene, because it doesn't seem that realistic at times. Probably due to the fact that the commentary, if you've ever played a WWE video game, it sounds just like that. The commentators, Michael Cole, Jerry Lawler and JBL, they do not sound like they're in the arena. They sound like they're on a game doing the commentary, or they've put the commentary from the game, because if you've ever played the games, it's as if they get to certain moments and there's a pause and, you know, the coding figures out the name that it needs, blah, blah, blah. So, like, in this scene, you get moments like, oh, that's an excellent maneuver by Paige. it just takes you out the moment a little bit, because you're like, well, you know, it's not very realistic. It doesn't feel like it's really happening in front of my eyes. But at the end of the day, that's a nitpick. You know, it's nothing that ruins the film. So yeah, that was just something that we agreed on, and you know, it's not the biggest problem with the film. It's not really the biggest problem in general, but it just is something that we agreed on that we didn't like. However, then move on into the match, and she ends up winning the Divas title with the Paige Turner, which is actually the Zack Attack, her brother's finishing maneuver or move. So that's a really nice way, obviously, to win the title for her, I'm sure. And yeah, it's a really feel good moment when she wins it, because, you know, she's come a long way, really, to win that title, and being the outcast or feeling different, and then obviously her and her brother having a rocky relationship but patching out in the end. Yeah, it was nice. It was a good feel good moment, and I think it's inspirational to any person out there who feels like they don't belong or fit in certain surroundings that they're currently in, and shows that Paige felt the same as well, but she still was able to achieve her dreams and become the best in the world at what she does, which I find, you know, that's inspirational to anyone, I'm sure. But yeah, overall, a great film. Humorous, well, very funny. It is humorous, it's very funny. It's a good, fun story, easy watch. And me and the guys all agreed there was a 7 out of 10. So that's an official score from Checkpoint Reach podcast, a 7 out of 10. And we definitely recommend going to see it. If you can't see it in the cinema or theatre, or want to wait till it comes out at home, out when you can watch it at home, then we definitely recommend watching it there, because yeah, it's worth the watch. Anyway, thanks for listening to the review. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, give us a like. Comment below what you thought of the film itself. Did you like it or did you not? And give us a subscribe to help the channel to grow. Thanks again, and if you want to follow Checkpoint Reach podcast on social media, you can do on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook at CheckReachPod. I'm also on Twitter and Instagram at Leld, LEL3Ds, add a 9 on the end for Instagram. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk again soon. Bye guys.